Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 to a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, many girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other thought owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues that blow off your under rules, send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Oh, yeah. What up? It's your boy, JayDollKingHefner, the beautiful Cali Sun, and the beautiful Mara Blade. And we're back again for another show. And the title of today's show is Ultra Realism, RealDoll and Robotics, Part 7, baby. And just to keep all the confusion down for those new viewers out there, when I say I'm with the beautiful Cali Sun and then I'm with the beautiful Mara Blade, make no mistake that the beautiful Cali Sun is sitting over on the bed right now. And the beautiful Mara Blade is sitting right next to me. But I always say Cali's name first because, well, she's the queen. So I always say her first, but she is not who is sitting next to me right now. That's the beautiful Mara Blade. Also, I want to welcome everybody that's tuning in live right now. We really appreciate you wherever you are in the world, whatever time zone you in, whatever country you're in. We appreciate you for taking your time, your most precious commodity, and spending a little bit of it with me and the girls. We really appreciate that. So we want to send out God's blessings over your life, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, believing for, whether it's health, finances, new relationships, human or synthetic. We are praying you have it. We ask you believe it and then receive it. Oh, yeah. So we hyped up, baby. Ready for another installment of this Ultra Realism, RealDoll and Robotics live stream. I promise you, man, you talking about something metastasizing. That's exactly what this little segment has done. It went from being one show, which now seems completely unrealistic, that I was trying to do one show. Didn't realize how many ideas I had down. It went from being one show to, like you say, now being part 7. And I was just looking at the little notebook, and I'm like, okay, how long is this going to last? Is there any more parts to it? And I was like, oh, my God. Not in a bad way. I'm having fun, but it is actually one more part to it. I know some people may be getting fatigued. Who knows? But hopefully you all are having just as much fun as I am. Because, like I say, anytime I'm looking at anything doll related, companion doll related, I get super duper hype and I start nerding out. The only difference is I'm taking you guys all the way on the trip with me. I'm taking you guys all the way on the trip with me. And the thing is, tonight, if you're tuning in, hey, you're right on time because this is going to be a shorter stream. I always say that and it end up being longer than I think. But this is going to be a shorter stream because I'm only doing the RealDoll Wicked series. And I know to a lot of you who've never heard of it, it sounds spooky, crazy, and you like, Wicked series? What the hell is this? Because I know when I first heard of it, I'm like, Wicked series. It was almost a bit of a turnoff, not sexually, but just mentally of, I don't know if I want to see a damn Wicked series. I didn't know why they, and I still don't really love the name. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's really fitting to what it is describing. And the Wicked series is based off of several adult film stars. And I'm not familiar with one of them. I think one of these adult film stars Trump dated, our ex-president Trump dated. But other than that, I don't know a damn thing about any of these adult film stars, other than people know who they are. And I'm like, I must be one of the few people who don't keep up with these adult film stars because I don't know a damn one of them. And I think several of them are retired from what I read. So I try to put up maybe a picture of their human selves while I'm putting up pictures of the doll as well so we can all do a comparison. But it's only a few of them, so we're going to do that tonight. Got another installment of this show planned for Thursday, and we should be done. We should be moving on to bigger and better things after this. And I'm not saying as far as more expensive dolls or anything. I'm just saying we're moving on to another subject. So with all that said, let me check the comments before I get into any of the meat of the show. My guy Saint is here. What up, Dog King Army team member Saint in the house, man. He said, what up, Jay? Good to have you, brother. Bearded MGTOW in the house. Hello, Dog King, Bearded MGTOW. Good to see both you guys, man, and anybody else that's tuning in. Like I say, should be a fun stream tonight, man. Honestly, I was looking over the comments. I'm so happy my Dog King Army team member made it. Bearded MGTOW and others. But hey, look, I thought Panny was gonna be over there. For all you who don't know, Panny, she's a female and she's been visiting the show recently. And honestly, it's not only been her, it's been another female named Angie, and man, it's a couple of other females. Oh, and sorry for you guys, I can't just remember your names. I bet because you probably haven't been quite as active as a Panny, but they've been bringing a nice little female touch to the chat. So if any of them stop by, I'm gonna be happy. But if not, I'm happy that they have been stopping by. It's been a real pleasure to have some females grace the airwaves, so to speak. So some human females, that is, because my girls is already making everything look pretty around here. So with all that said, we're going to jump right to the meat of the show. And tonight, I want to talk about Wicked RealDolls. Now, up until this point, I've been going through all the dolls, and I've been going through pre-configured versions of these dolls where they come $1,000 off if you get them how they look. Now, if you customize them, you can't get the $1,000 off and things of that nature. But you do make them look exactly like you want them to look. But they do have some great pre-configured models that we went over the last several days. And if you love either one of those, that would be a great option to save a lot of money when you get one of these RealDolls. Whenever you go the personal customization route, it is going to always cost a little bit more. And honestly, when you get one of these dolls, you really shouldn't be just doing everything based off cost, because the truth is, once you get to $4,000 or $5,000, I mean, even if you spend another $1,000 or even $2,000, I mean, what's the real difference at that point? You know, you've already, went to the ultra level. So if you want to customize a girl just like you want for maybe probably even a $2,000 more, because you won't get the savings. Well, guess what? You may not be buying 5 and 6 and 7 RealDolls. You may only be buying one, so might as well get the one you want. Or you may fall in love with one of these pre-configured models, and if you do, hey, you're a lucky man because you're going to save a lot of money. But I said all that to say that these wicked RealDolls, now they don't come in 1.0s and 2.0s and 3.0s, like different versions of themselves so you can get a discount. I guess it's because these are the real versions of these girls. They made them to look, just like these girls, look. So they're saying, hey, it's only one version of these girls because we literally made them from the real human women. So with all that said, we're going to start out with my guy, Austin Steele's, well, he actually used to have this exact girl, but he got rid of the face. He wasn't really feeling the face on this one. But this is the girl that he did get. I'm going to show it to you first. So we're going to start out with this beauty. I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of her best pictures because I'm not a real fan of this particular girl. I'm going to be honest with you. As far as her face. But this is actually one of her best pictures. And it's actually a nice photo, honestly. They have her looking sort of sexy there. And luckily, she has all her clothes on, so she's looking really good with her clothes on. But I'm just not a big fan of her face. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's probably another reason why Austin got rid of her. He just couldn't connect, with her face. He didn't think it was ugly by any means. If he was here, he'd be able to sort of speak for himself a little bit more. But I do know that he wasn't really feeling the face, and he changed it over to that to the Layla RealDoll face that I've talked about probably on day 2. But this Asa Akira model that you see before you, I'm going to look at a few more. And if you want to check out any of these pictures and stuff, I have links to companion dolls. And I have links to companion doll manufacturers and vendors in the description of this video and the about section of YouTube. So if you're ever looking to buy a doll or anything like that, you can always come through the show. But even for the sake of this live stream, if you want to sort of follow along with me, you can go to the description of this video or the about section of my YouTube channel and click on the link that I have for RealDoll, and you can follow along with me. And when you get to that link, all you have to do is click on the shop icon and go to Wicked RealDolls. And that's where I am. And so I'm looking at Asa Akira. And I've talked to Austin a lot about her. And, I just used to tell him, for whatever, I don't know what she does in these adult films that has everybody going so crazy, but at least this doll is not doing it for me. Now Austin likes this body because, like I say, he doesn't really like the shapely, the curvaceous rather, as we've talked about. And I like more curvaceous girls. I don't mind her having a small breast size. I like her upper body. It looks nice. But this butt, if you're gonna have a smaller butt, I like it to be a bit of an apple. Now, with the beautiful Callie son is sitting on the bed, she's a Kimber doll. And if you ever get a Kimber doll, you don't have the choice to change her body. She comes one way. Now, you can always switch her head out with another company's head or something like that, but her body comes one way. But I would honestly say, from looking at these pictures, I believe Callie has more of a butt than her, because Callie actually has a bit of an apple. Out of all my Kimber dolls, Callie seems like they put a little bit more meat on her butt than anybody. But all the girls actually have a little bit of an apple butt. And I would say this girl has more of a plum butt. It's smaller. But the body is not bad. Still a nice body, other than the butt part. So either way, let me go over here and see what she looks like right quick. Asa Akira. So it's showing her Asa Akira face. Of course, she got her. She has her removable Asa Akira shaved vagina. That's the style she has because they do have these girls completely molded all the way down to their vaginas. They have the direct, exact molding of their vaginas. Now let me see what this woman looks like. What type of body she has. Because they have the setup a bit different here. You have to keep scrolling down to see the actual body. So Asa Akira, she has a 5'2" body because they have their, of course, they don't have a pre-made body. They have their exact 3D sculptures of their body. And she's 5'2". She's going to weigh anywhere between 65 and 70 pounds. She has great measurements, but they don't look like it though. Man, it's crazy. She has a 34C, 24 waist, and 34 hip. And a 34 hip isn't too bad, but the butt they have on her is very small. And she wears a size, look like a 6 shoe. Let me see. Yeah, that's a size 6 shoe. So honestly, when I look at the body models, she got a nice little body. Other than that butt, though, it should be, to me, it should be even better with a 34 inch waist. But I'm not that impressed by it. I'm trying to see. They don't say what color her eyes are. I'm finna look and see. I see her body. Let me see if I can find what color her eyes are. They don't really say. See, on the other ones, they sort of break down everything that's on them. Now, they don't do that with them because I guess they're saying, hey, bro, if you know who Asa Akira is, then you should know her eye color and all that. Basically, they're not telling me because they're saying, hey, look, uh, it's her eye color, period. So they're not going to tell me which kind it is. I was just looking for it. It doesn't have all the details, like you say, because I guess they say, hey, look, those other details on the other models I used to talk about were details that they added. And they just said, hey, we did a direct mold of her. She is who she is. Overall, if I had to give this girl a grade, I give her body, for me, I give her body probably a C. But for her face, man, I can't lie. I'm just not feeling the face. Uh, I'm gonna give her a D plus, honestly, because I'm just not feeling the face. Uh, so I give her an overall score of a C minus. I give her a C minus for overall score. Maybe a D plus because I'm just not feeling it. You know. Let's look at her real face. So look, this is what let me see if I can give you a little bit close. Look, oh, that ain't what I want to do. Okay. Let me see if I can give you a bit of a closer look of this girl on her face right quick. Okay, that's her face. See, when you get a little closer, this picture of her, like I said, is the best, damn near the best picture of her, because when you look through her photos, you're not going to be impressed. But get a good look at her. That's her. So now let's go see I'm going to see if we can find a picture of her in real life. I'm just going to compare it to what they look like. Let's see. Man, I don't really know. In real life, I do sort of like her, but I'm not feeling. I mean, I'm not loving her. And you know what? Now that I see her body, I think that doll is about right. It's probably about right. Okay, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna share it to you. I'm gonna share it. So that's her old, that's her picture right there that I was sharing at first. And now that's her real version of herself. I don't know how she looks to you guys, but like I said, I think the real version, you know, looks a little bit better to me. But the thing I noticed was when I looked at her body, it really reminds me of the picture of the doll. Now I see what they mean, because she does have a bit of a bigger upper body, and it when it goes down right here, she has that thin, she has a thin waist. So I'm more or less like when girls probably have a smaller upper body right here, and then it comes out at the waist. You see, it comes out at the waist. That's what I like. So she has that top heavy type body that I'm not the biggest fan of. Nobody can help how they're built up, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of her as the human, her human self, as well as the doll. But I do think that the doll is probably worse than she is. Not that the doll is bad, but it's probably a little worse, you know. Because if let me see, there's no other really pictures I can really show you of this girl, I don't think. It's going to show you a better version of herself or another angle. But yeah, so I'm not as big a fan. So this is the doll companion, the real doll version, and this is the human version. So the choice is up to you. So now, the next girl we're gonna take a look at, but I'm gonna check, see if I got any comments on her. Austin, he says, man, join the stream at the perfect time. Showed out my ex-girlfriend, Asa Akira. He says, I actually got a text from Reggie earlier this afternoon. Samantha's got some new nips. Oh my God. Now, I'm very happy to hear that, my friend, because as I've been looking over these custom nipples, I was just realizing how intricate they were, and they really, man, they have some nice nipples, man. I've never been that crazy over nipples as far as, man, where I'm thinking about I have to really get into the extreme details of customization, because when I sort of was looking at the nipples at one point, I'm just like, okay, a nipple is a nipple. I mean, whether it got a wrinkle or no wrinkles, or who cares? But it's something to be concerned with. If you really are into that particular body part, man, you can get it exactly how you want it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I would be up for him replacing, my girl's nipples, and refreshing them. So that's good. That's something to be excited about. I'm happy for you, brother. As you can sort of hear, Austin, I'm just not a big fan of the Asa. I'm just really not. So I'm glad you changed her face. I just say that. I got me a beautiful vagina in the house. Thank you, goodness. It's nothing like having a great pair of panties to grace the proceedings. And we have the beautiful Tiffany Warner here. Oh my God, thank you, God, for being here. Good morning, ladies in chat. Glad to have you, Tiffany Warner. Austin says, if you want, Jay, I could email you some photos of what she looked like when she arrived in my home. Might be, oh yeah, you can. You can, if you want to share that. Hey, I show it. I show it before I get out of here. That's for sure I will. Tuki says Japanese dolls today. Tuki, what up, Tuki? Hey, Tuki, man, honestly, we're gonna be showing a lot more Japanese dolls in the future. So don't worry about that. We're gonna show more of them in the future. Just hang around, because honestly, I wasn't doing deep dives like I'm doing right now. I've just been doing videos and things of that on different companies. But if I could really take a deep dive on Asian dolls in general, I would love to be looking at San Huey, a company I've already looked at. I would love to go through some of San Huey's dolls, go through some of Sino's dolls, Sino dolls lineup. So it's all look. I try to do this. Well, not try to do this. I do this every day until something else happens. My schedule changes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I always say I'm blessed to always have more and more to talk about. So believe me, I fit it in, Tukey. Just hang in there with me. Tukey said, you do streams at the perfect time for us in Japan. Oh, so you are in Japan, Tukey. That's badass. Oh, yeah, that's badass. Yeah, because right now, it's about 3:16 a.m. where I am in the U.S. So it should be about 3:16 p.m. in Japan or something around that time. You know, I know I'm not exactly right, but I know y'all like 12 or so hours ahead of us. Something like that. Asa still says, that's fine. I think Asa is a beautiful woman, but I'm definitely more in love with her body than her face. That's for sure. Man, and I'm just so glad you're happy with your daughter. That's what it all boils down to. Because like Asa says, you know, we all like different things. But for me, I would say this. I do think I like her real doll body better than her human body. With the way she's sort of built up, because like I said, she's sort of top strong, and then she has a small waistline. So it's like an upside down bottle to me. So I'm not really a big fan of her human body. But even though you know her real doll body is a direct replica, it sort of I still sort of see that in her real doll body, and I'm gonna show you what I mean before I leave her alone. But I've already talked about the girl, so I don't want to keep dogging the girl out. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm not a big fan of this part. It's just a little too wide in relation to this part down here, and she doesn't have a great big butt. You know, I'm cool with a woman being sort of thin, but I just don't like the wider top right here. But like I say, this body looks way better than the human version of herself. In my opinion, it looks way better. So I'm done with her. I gave her D plus C minus overall for me. Because although I love Japanese models, she you know what I'm saying, I just like softer features. I just like the bit softer, rounder features on a woman. I was talking about that with my mother. You know, some women don't look like men or anything, but they do have harder corners on their face. They have more pointy edges on their face. And my mother, she has a round face. And so I always like women with a more rounder face. And she just has a few angles that aren't very pleasing to me. So I'm actually glad that Austin changed their face. I'm gonna be honest with you, because when he changed their face, when I honestly had never heard of Asa Akira, when I saw Austin's doll, she didn't strike me as just ugly or anything. I didn't know much about it, but when I saw her, of course, she didn't blow me away from, she wasn't my thing, which is good. But I do know when he changed their face, I was like, now that looks great. It was a lot better. But I love that Layla face anyway. It's an amazing face. I'm gonna be honest with you. So Austin did send me some pictures. So let's see. Let me see. Hold on. How do I get that out of a? Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now I ain't gonna lie. She look. Now your dog look to me. I ain't gonna. I'm sorry. Your dog. She look better on these photos too, because you can see her in real life. I'm gonna be honest. She looked better than the photos on RealDoll. I'm gonna be honest with you. She looked better. And I can't lie, Austin, they did a good job on your dog as far as Reggie and them, when you said they wiped her down or whatever when you first got her. It looked like they did a good job on her. I'm finna show an image before I leave Asa alone. These private photos now from Austin. So yeah, this is Austin's doll. He said when he got her, she looked good in the box. She looked better. She looked better with a personal photo. I'm gonna be honest with you. She looks a lot better. I think I'm sorry, she looks better than the human. She looks better than the human, man. I'm sorry. I wonder what'll happen if I go. Will it share the other picture? Oh, okay, sweet. So it shared the other picture without me having to look at it. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about her face, though. Right here. And I ain't trying to talk about your girl, Austin, your ex-girl or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing I don't like is these, about her particular face. And even the human version, she just has some harder little angles and stuff. I'm just not a fan of that. There she goes sitting down. Like I said, I will say this. It's crazy. I think your pictures do look better than the actual photos on RealDoll. I will say that. Your pictures look better of her in of her looking at her in real life. Oh my God. Luckily that ain't showing nothing. I'm gonna get off that one just in case, but that's sexy though. Mm. Yeah, good looking girl. Like I said, she's not my type, as far as her face is concerned. If I, got her, I could work with her body, but if I was choosing her, I would definitely choose some more meat on the rear end. So with all that said, we're done with Asa. I'm gonna see if anybody said anything. Also off topic, but new Destiny DLC drops 1 p.m. this afternoon. I'm hyped. Oh, Destiny. He talking about Destiny, the video game. And I can't lie, I just could not get into Destiny, bro. I got into it the first season. I mean, the first episode, the first version of Destiny, I was into it. Then they came out with Destiny 2. They like redid everything or something. And then I even think after 2, they did some more major changes where it sort of ruined everybody's momentum or something like that. But either way, I got out of it. It didn't hold my attention. I'm sorry. It just couldn't hold my attention. But I'm glad to know that you're having fun with it. My brother, he used to love it, but he fell off of it as well. Tuka says light fall. I don't know what that means. Austin still says, hell yeah. Y'all know I don't know what y'all talking about. Austin says, about to. Oh, I guess they talking about Destiny. Oh, okay, they talking about Destiny. That's what they're talking about. Saint says, I always watch it work. A badass. It's the best way to watch, man. It ain't nothing like watching and getting paid to watch. I used to stay listening to some type of podcast, at work. I used to keep my little earpiece in. And like I say, that really used to make work time pass at work, man. Ooh, here's one of my favorite Wicked Real Dolls that we're gonna talk about next. She's one of my favorites. I'm gonna be honest. Oh my God, I closed down the thing by mistake. Thank you for sending those pictures too, Austin. They were actually great to as a nice reference point to just be able to go to there without, compare them to the pictures on the website. So that was pretty cool. Let's get back to business though. And now I bring up, honestly, this girl is one of my favorites, and she's actually on the thumbnail. And this is Lupe Fuentes. I promise you, she actually looks like a black girl, honestly. This doll actually looks like a black girl. Let me see if I can pull up a good picture of her. Yeah, I pull up this one. Because she's not inappropriate right here. Lupe Fuentes. She's all right. I like her because she's, like I said, she has that little petite build on her. That's what I like about her. She has a nice little petite build on her. She honestly looks like a black chick though. Those shoes look ugly as hell on her though, right there. But she actually look like a black chick to me. But either way, another adult film star that I've never seen in my life. I wish they would say what eye color these girls have. But remember, she has all these girls have a custom vagina, you know what I'm saying, that's made for them. And hers is actually shaved. Let's go check out her body size. Okay, here's a little fun fact about Wicked Dolls. They say all faces are compatible with all body types. However, some faces and bodies will look better together than others due to differences in size. So, okay, you always want to be mindful of that. It says, see below for suggestions or ask us if you are in doubt. That's interesting. Jaw, I'm just reading something about the jaw. It said, jaw assembly and connection of neck to body can be loosened or tightened as needed to suit the user's taste. Each skull in the face X system has its own means of achieving this. Mm. So they're saying you can loosen up the jaw and the neck, I guess, if you want to probably make love to her like that. It's a trip. I just ran across that little sentence, so I had to read that. So we're on Lupe Fuentes, another little bitty one. I love those little girls. Oh, so she's 4'11". She has a petite build. She's only weighs 57, and it may vary by 5. She could be 52 pounds or she could be 63 pounds or 62 pounds. Uh, yeah, she'll either be 52 or she can be 62. You know, because it said it can vary by 5 pounds, either positive or negative. Her measurements are 30, 21, 35. So she seems to be proportionate. Has a B cup size breast, so that's a 30B, which they don't look bad. And she has a shoe size of 6. I sort of like her. I'm gonna go through some of her pictures right quick. I do love her proportion a lot better than Asa's because she has the smaller shoulder. You know, she does. You know, her shoulder to waist ratio is a lot better. Yeah, she has a very dainty, petite build on this body. It's you know they're not really showing the butt yet, but let me look. They're going to show it on one of these pictures. Yeah, it's right here. Liking the legs, the feet look nice, everything. So she doesn't have a great butt either as a adult film star. She has a little butt, but it looks a little bit better on this body because of her upper body. You know, her upper body isn't as big, and her butt looks better than it does look a little better than Asa's from a plump standpoint. Yeah, I'm feeling this girl. I'm liking her a lot. She's straight. Like I said, she still doesn't have a gigantic butt, but it's a small apple going on. Nice handful of breasts. So she's a nice looking girl. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that I've been a dog owner for a while, all that hair seems like it's gonna be hell. I promise you, man. Long hair can really it can really annoy you. Uh, I don't really just have too many problems with my girls. I know how to comb the hair, the long hair, but sometimes just dealing with it, I don't know if this is implanted hair or not. I would hope that it's not. That way you can change that look up. But of course, she has custom makeup, custom vagina, all of that. And I don't know what eye color she has. But I think I'm gonna judge this girl's face at about. I'm still not just blown away by her face. I give her I don't know. I'm just still not blown away. I mean, you know, I can give her B minus, C plus, maybe in the face. Her body, uh, mm, it's still not my ideal body because it's not doesn't have much butt on it. But I would give it about like I said, probably the same thing, C plus, B minus. So I would really put her in the C plus, B minus overall range. I would give her if I was doing a 10 scale on her, I would give her a solid, you know, like I say 7 or 7.5, maybe. Maybe. Uh, like I said, I like her, but I'm not still not blown away by her. Uh, but that is the beautiful, the beautiful Lupe Fuentes. Let's look at her real self right quick. So I'm gonna give you a close up on her face right quick and see. And we're gonna. I want to just get this edge into your brain right quick of what her face looks like. So you see her face right there, really good. So get that edge in your brain. And now I'm going to see if I can find a human picture of her. Oh my goodness. I love the human version better, honestly. But I don't really love her mouth though. I don't love her mouth. I don't love her mouth. I'm finna show it to y'all. I don't like her mouth, man. She seemed like she got a bit of some horse teeth going on right there. But like I said, ain't nobody perfect. I ain't trying to talk about the girl, but she's just not my type. I don't think, as far as that's concerned. Uh, she's all right. I still don't love the obviously fake breasts. Somebody, like, hey man, your girls is silicone. Yeah, I love my girls being full silicone and my girls being TPE, but I just ain't a fan of women having the augmentation. Unless they need it, for pregnancy, because a lot of people after pregnancy, like I said, they had a prone breast. After being pregnant, their breasts draw, they get sapped of all the uh the vitality and they start looking like prunes. So if you have a prune chest or if you have if some women have had breast cancer, they want to get augmentations and stuff like that. It's all fine. I'm not talking about women like that, but if you're just getting implants just to get them, I'm letting you know I've done videos on it before. Ladies, you don't need that. So many men like me out here who are cool with A-cup breasts. I just want them to be yours. You know what I'm saying? If I'm with a human woman. Uh, but she's not a bad looking girl. I'm gonna show you another picture of her. This is one of the first pictures I saw, which I was like, ooh, wait a minute. I like this. Now, this is the picture when I first saw her. I was like, nah, that dog, I don't think it's got nothing on this girl, the human version of herself. That's when I saw this picture. Cause this is a really good picture of her. That picture right there, I was like, ooh, she look good. Because you can't see her teeth sort of being as protruding as they were in that other picture. And if you could tell, some pictures, I promise you, she looks really dark, and then some pictures she looks like this. So That's why her doll probably threw me off as far as looking like a black girl. But I think that right there, even though her doll does look sort of close to her a little bit, but I think that human version of her looks better than the doll version. So look at that right quick. And this oh, I hate I did it like that. And this is the doll version of her. Again. So that's the doll version. And that's the human version. Doll version. Human version. So it's up to you. I think the human version looks better, honestly. But I'm still not a big fan of this girl. Uh, once I start looking at her other pictures. Let me show y'all a picture of her being darker right quick. And then I'm gonna move on. She looks totally different when she looks darker, I'm gonna be honest. This is her looking darker. Yeah, she got a bit of a darker look right here. More of a tan type look. Like I say, I'm not the biggest fan of her. Not ugly, but not the biggest fan. But like I say, she probably is a little bit better than the doll version, though. So there's Lupe Fuentes. Hey, Lupe, how you doing, girl? So she wasn't too bad. Just not my quite type. Not quite my type. See if anybody has anything to say about her. Hold on, guys. Okay, let's see. Sheila Bell, Dog King Army team member in the house. Top of the morning to you, Dog King. Good to see you, Sheila Bell. Always a pleasure to have you in the house. Austin Steele says, you're very welcome. I'm flattered you think my amateur photos are better than yeah. I think those photos of that girl was, much more clear, honestly. You did good. I'm glad that you thought to take those pictures when she first got there. I'm really glad you thought about that. Daniel Romano says, hey, Jay, what up, Daniel? Yeah, they do. He said Samantha's wig is about that long, and it's crazy. He said, I don't think RealDoll does implanted hair to my knowledge. They actually do. If you request implanted hair, they'll do it. Now, I don't know about on those RealDoll, those AI doll heads, because, they have the implanted AI technology and stuff like that, but yeah, they will do implanted hair, but Matt said it's really, it's expensive, of course. He said because it takes time. He said it's expensive, but all you gotta do is request it and you can get hand punched hair, implanted hair. 2K. She says, Opie too big. Now what the hell did that mean hair? Does that mean hair, 2K? I've never heard of that word before. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. I love words, so I want to see what it. Opie. Let's see what it means. It says Opie is a direct translation of breast. Though it is used as slang in the same way tits or boobs is used. Ah, that's sweet. Opie. Yeah, baby, them Opie. The Opie are too big. It could be Opie. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce it. It could be Opie. Opie too big. Or either it could be Opie. I don't know which one is right. Austin says, I had so many people telling me to take photos of my RealDoll as I was unboxing. Yep, that's the right. Yep, you did right. For no other reason than just to document my reaction. I was so taken aback. I cut my what? Oh my God. Yeah, you were super excited. I don't blame you though. I'm gonna definitely try not to cut my hand open when I get my girl. I'm gonna be honest. So that was Lupe Fuentes. Still wasn't super impressed. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the Wicked Real Doll series. I'm appreciative that they are all human women and that they did a direct scan of all these girls. But I've looked over this series before. This isn't, I'm more of a custom guy, or even, I could actually see getting one of these uh configured models. But yeah, I'm not quite with the Wicked Doll series, but I'm covering it because, like I said, I don't want to skip over it. And I'm appreciative of it. I don't ever want to tell these companies, hey man, you need to stop making these things. No, I don't want to do that. No, because I want to see this. I want to see the innovations. I want to see them doing stuff like this. So either way. So this girl we're going to take a look at is, who is this girl going to be? Elektra. So we're going to take a look at Elektra tonight. She's next on the list. I have no idea who the hell she is. I'm going to be honest with you. Never seen her or heard of her. Let me see if it's any pictures of her that I can actually share. They got a lot of pictures of her, though. I don't know why they got so many pictures of her. Why is she so, why do they love her so much? That she got, all these pictures. Man, she must be an older real dog. Because, man, she looks older. Okay. Show y'all this picture right here. I'm gonna show y'all this other picture too, though. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all all of these. I'm sorry. Cause she's one of the few girls that got several pictures with her clothes on that I can share. She got a lot of pictures. And I'm not a fan. I can't lie, man. I'm not a fan of hers. So yeah, I'm not a fan. This is her. I'm gonna show y'all her. I'm gonna show y'all her best picture first, though. I'm not a fan of this girl. So this is Elektra, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all her best picture. This is her best picture. You know, right here, she doesn't look bad. She doesn't look ugly. She, they have a nice little look on her. But she's just not doing it for me. But when I show y'all these other pictures, so that's her best picture. This picture, she looks hard as a board. She looks hard as a board in this picture. I promise you, I'm not feeling her. Her arms look hard, her legs look hard, and maybe she's an athletic build type girl, but I'm not a fan of her in this picture. I promise you I'm not. And this is another picture that they have of her with. It's not flattering. I'm finna show it to you. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. She looks hard. I don't see the shape that I like to see. And what I love about these real dolls is they aren't pre-configured bodies. These are just the scans of whatever these girls look like, and this is what they produced. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not a fan of her. Not a fan. So just to do her a favor, I go to the best picture of her, and I see what she looks like right quick. Once again, they never show you what eye color she has. I don't know what it is. But how tall is this girl? So Elektra, she's a little taller. So her name is Elektra Blue. She's way too tall for me, bro. Way too tall for me. She's 5'6", so I wouldn't want her at all. She's 80 pounds. You don't look good enough for me to be carrying around your 80-pound butt. But she's 85 to 80. You know, she could be 75 or 85 pounds. 75. She could be 75, 80, or 85 pounds. They have her listed at 85 pounds, at 80 pounds, give or take 5 pounds, negative or positive. Measurements are 34. She has a 34D, so she's sort of big up top, not bad. 26-inch waist. See, that waistline is too thick. No, RealDoll didn't make a mistake, but her real waistline is just, it needs to be, she needs to have like a 24-inch waist. And then she has a 36.5-inch hip. And she has a big foot because she wears an 8 shoe. If you're a human woman wearing an 8 shoe, you know, eight doesn't look big on a human woman that's 5'6". I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look big on a human woman that's 5'6", but you know, you are starting to get to the big foot status. But it's all relative to your height. So, you know, if you're a 6-foot woman with a 9, or you wearing a size 9 or 9.5, that's still not a big foot. It's gonna look small relative to how big you are. But I'm saying I'm a guy that's used to 5'3" women and down. So I love dealing with a woman that has like a 6.5 on down. From the pictures though, she has a beautiful vagina. Well, I ain't gonna say beautiful. It's okay. I've seen better ones on some of the other girls. But yeah, that's Electric Blue pretty much. 5'6", 80 pounds, give or take 5 pounds. 34D, 26 waist. Not a fan of that. 36.5 in the hip and an 8 shoe. Yeah, I can't lie. I'm just not a big fan of the Wicker Doll series. I'm sorry. This is the one part of RealDoll where I'm just not a big fan of. I give her face a fair judgment though. I mean, you know, still not blown away. I go B minus. I go B minus. But with that body, she still doesn't have a great butt on this body either. To have a thick waist like she has. You know, on looks, this body doesn't look the worst, you know, but for me personally, that's what I'm telling you. I'm not giving you, you know, you may feel totally different about any of these girls, but for me personally, I'm giving this body a D plus because it's too big and it ain't shaped the way I want it. If I'm gonna have a 5'6" body, that 5'6" body gonna have some booty on it. Let's look up the real version of this girl because I'm not a fan of her whatsoever. Oh my God. The first picture I looked at her, she looks terrible. Oh my God. How's these girls making it in the adult film industry? It's almost unbelievable. It's literally almost unfreaking believable. I'm not a fan. So this is her right here. This is her face. She just something about it just doesn't do anything for me, man. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of this woman at all. I'm gonna share a better picture of her, man. I think it's a better picture. So let me go back to her old photo. I'm gonna try to share a better picture of her because she ain't doing it. I don't know whether this is her right now and she's looking older, but I'm gonna show you this picture because it looks halfway decent. So that's her right there. That's what it looks halfway decent on her. She doesn't look bad. But then you find her in a picture like this, and you like, what the hell is going on here, man? I'm just like, this girl, I'm not a fan of her at all. I don't know how they're making it in the adult industry because they don't look good. You know, to me, they're not knockouts enough for where I would be wanting to look at them on adult films. No, none of the girls, honestly, none of them have just knocked me. Lupe was the best one out of all of them so far, but I wasn't a fan of Asa in real life and wasn't a fan of Lupe really. She was okay, and this girl, I'm not a fan of. From some of the adult films I've seen, I don't know. I mean, I've seen girls that's not as famous look way better than these girls. So I'm gonna stop sharing her. Not a fan of her. I guess D plus or C minus somewhere around there. Even though her face wasn't that bad, I'm just not a fan of her at all. At all. Let me see something here. Tyra Moore, good morning, Chad. I'm glad to have Tyra here. She said, good morning, Chad. Hey there, Tyra Moore. Betty McTy says, hey, Jay, what's your opinion on Passport Brothers? I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of that. Asa says, Elektra, I think she came out a bit before Asa did. She's okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Elektra, man. She got so many pictures, so she must be an older model. Tyra Moore says, hi, Austin Steele. Great to have Tyra here speaking to people. One thing people don't mention with the wicked bodies, if your girl's got one of those bodies, like my case, it makes finding fitting clothes much easier since your girl's got more human. Okay. Hey, that's a great addition. I never thought about that, Austin. As far as like you say, your girl will have more human dimensions to her. Got a few nose problems this morning. Let's stopped up. So that's pretty cool. Austin says clothes I bought for Ruby and Addison that are too big fit my RealDoll much better. Dan Romano says she's got a good body. Oh, you like that? I love to hear people say, they like something that I'm not a big fan of. I love that because, we all are different. When you're looking for these girls, man, that's what I say. Even if you're a big time viewer of my channel, which I hope you all are, and hit that like button, subscribe, and all that stuff. Even if you're a big time viewer, when I'm talking about opinion-based stuff, always remember, it's just my opinion, keep your own. If you like thin bodies and, smaller butts, don't listen to me when I say I like bigger butts. Keep liking what you like. If I say I'm not a fan of one of these girls on here, don't get offended. Like I'm saying, I'm not telling anybody out there not to buy one of these girls. Get whichever one you're attracted to, whichever one you like. The qualities are going to be amazing on all the girls. It's just that by us being humans, we all have different tastes. So you're listening to my taste, but that doesn't mean you need to be saying, hey, I wanted Lupe Fuentes, but Jay said she was just only all right to him, and I don't want to get a dog that Jay said is only all right. Nah, that's bull crap. You get what you're attracted to, because I ain't gonna be there enjoying her. You gonna be at home enjoying her. Dane Romano said there are still a lot of hot ones, though I like the MILFs. Oh yeah. Daniel says, plus Mia Khalifa, a couple of others. He talking about adult film stars. I'm not Mia Khalifa didn't turn me off. I never watched any of her adult films, but I don't like her on social media because she be trying to like bait guys into I've seen her try to bait celebrities into talking to her. And as soon as they try to talk to her, she try to act like they were coming on too strong to her or something like that at the last second. I'm like, no, you just tried to bait this guy in. She tried to make herself, or even online when people, she tried to overblow that people just be all, wanting her so bad. And she's been exposed as basically trying to chase other men, you know, trying to gold dig them, because it's been a couple of men. I can't think who they were off the top of my head, but it's been a couple of them sort of have exposed her, being like, you know what, she be trying to talk about people be after her. Now she be after us. So I'm not a big fan of her. And she ain't all that fine like that either, to me either. She all right. Dan Romano says the real her looks better than the doll her. Man, I don't know, man. Those real look, those real pictures of her was not impressing me, Daniel Romano. I'm gonna be honest. Bearded MGTOW says basically passport. I mean, I don't know who you were talking about. Maybe you talking about Lupe Fuentes, but if you talking about Elektra, those real pictures of her look terrible. Bearded MGTOW says basically passport brothers are Western, going to third world countries to find a woman. What? I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. J. Rodriguez giving a thumbs up. What up, J. Rodriguez? Austin says the Asa Akira body would be perfection if the boob size was a bit bigger. But that's why I'm drooling over that Olivia 2.0 body. A, as you know, Jay. I love that body. A, it's nice. Still need a little bit more booty for my taste, but it's a great body. I love the body. A. Man, the thing about it is, I'm not a boob guy, so that's the difference between me and you, Austin. So honestly, to me, this is just my opinion. And this is not, this is just my opinion. I wouldn't want to add any breast to Asa Akira body. Her breasts to me are perfect. My thing is, I definitely wouldn't want to add breast to that body because she already has no booty. So I wouldn't want to add breast to her body with no booty. And as far as that body A with Olivia, the body A has more booty than your doll. I mean, than the body double, the Asa Akira body. It has more booty. It has more of an apple booty. So it's almost perfect. It's almost perfect, that body A. It needs a bit more butt for me. But I'm not gonna even try to add to that. But I mean, it's a great body like it is. Uh RealDoll has other bodies that I like, so I don't need them to change the body A. The body A and all those bodies can stay the same because it's 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 body types that I really love with the RealDoll. Dan Romano says, I've heard that before. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, he says Mia's kind of a clout chaser. Yeah. When I see her, I've seen her online trying to bait guys in and then, try to blow it up like they were after her. Man, get out of here. You ain't even fine like that, in my opinion. Dan Romano says, nah, it's cool. Plus, Panny still knows I'm her guy. Yeah, Panny. Panny, I'm sad that Panny ain't here today, but, she does make her, she's been here for literally every one of these shows. I think she wasn't here for I don't know. It seemed like maybe the first one, maybe she wasn't here for the first one, but every other show she's been around. This probably been the first time I haven't seen her grace the show with her panties. But luckily I have a couple of other ladies that stopped by. I'm not sure if they're still here, but I'm glad that Tyra Moore stopped by and showered us with some of her vaginal scents. We really appreciate that. The beautiful Dog King Army team member Sheila Bell stopped by. It was somebody else. Tiffany Warner stopped by. So yeah, we had a few ladies stop by, thank God. So with all that said, let's move on, guys. And now we'll move on to who is after the beautiful, well, not beautiful. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not impressed with any of these girls yet. Okay. I think I'm on them probably my favorite. I think I'm on them probably my favorite. Which I don't love any of them. I'm sorry. But this is probably my favorite from the actual dolls. Yeah, I think this is my favorite. And that'll be the Kehlani Lee. I think she's my favorite out of the Wicked Dolls. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's my favorite. She's my favorite girl. I can't lie. The one thing, like I said, I've said this before, I really appreciate about the Wicked Dolls is something Austin already said, is the realistic body dimensions, because even with the way her breasts hang and all that stuff, it looks different than some of, just the regular real dolls. You can just really see the true human dimensions in their bodies, whether you like it or not. So I do love that factor. Oh my God, Kehlani, you ain't got no pictures. Oh my God. Yeah, I like her the best. She is the best. I like her the best. Man, this picture isn't the best of her. Okay. Okay, perfect. That one ain't showing up. Yeah, this actually isn't my favorite picture of her, honestly. The images that I really want to share here, I can't share. I can't share because she's scantily clad. She's showing some of the goodies. But this is still a nice picture of her looking sexy. I like her. I actually like Kehlani Lee now. She has a very soft look to her. That's the sort of more of a face that I'm talking about, where it's sort of softer, it's rounder. She has some nice little supple breasts on her. I wish you could see this picture. Well, you could see the picture if you clicked onto my RealDoll link. Oh, it looks like she comes with a piercing on her vagina, and she has a beautiful vagina. I'm talking about. I'm going to be honest with you. Lord have mercy. I promise you, I love when I used to run across a human woman like this, but I'm telling you, it's a very kissable vagina. You know what I'm saying? You'll run across some human women where, man, you'll see, you'll see their vagina for the first time and you'll be like, oh my God, you just want to give it a nice little, just a nice little I promise you, it looks so cute. She has a amazing vaginal sculpture. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's nice. I love the piercings on it. Love her nice little breasts. She's made petite like I like, though, because she actually has a little bit of a butt on her too. And man, I'm sure all the girls have beautiful feet, but they have they're really focusing in on her feet. And boy, ooh, I'm a foot guy. Oh, and she had. Real dolls have great feet anyway, but man, they have her feet looking delectable. Ooh, I'm a big fan of Kehlani Lee now. Now, I'm gonna be honest. This is the real doll. This is the wicked doll that I would buy. If I had to get one. I like her. She got a shaved vagina as well. Her dimensions are, I like her much better than a Lupe and Asa. And Elektra doesn't even enter the conversation. But Kehlani Lee, 4'11", another 4'11" girl. I love her. So she's 70 pounds. Lupe was 57 pounds. So yeah, I said that this girl got a little bit more meat on her. So she has a 32B cup, which I love a smaller breast like that. So 32B cup, that sounds great. She has actually a 25-inch waist, and that's what I did notice in the picture. I really wish she personally had a 24-inch waist, but it just does show the real body dimensions of her. So I do like that. She has that 35-inch hip. So like I say, she actually has a little butt back there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a fan of this girl. I ain't gonna lie. I just saw something that just almost had my heart just like, ooh, Lord. She has a size 5 shoe. Oh my God. It's only one girl that I really know of, a human woman that wears a size 5 shoe that she used to really turn me on. And that's this singer. She's older, but she's still fine. Named Kylie Minogue. I think she's from the UK. But boy, just knowing she has a size 5 foot, oh my God. Now I'm turned on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm loving this little girl here. She's right up my alley. She's exactly what I like. She's exactly what I like out of a woman. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like that a lot. Wish I knew what eye color she had. But her pictures are very, very yeah, yeah, I loved it. Now this is my type of wicked real dog here. She's about the best one for me. Yeah, she about the best one for me. So yeah, I like her. Her pictures are nice. Her pictures are nice. Now let me see if I can find a regular picture of her. I would love to see because if her human version looks better than this doll, because I ain't gonna lie, I may end up liking the doll, man. I can see her. I can see her. I like the doll better. I like the doll better. I like the doll better. Now, this is probably the picture when she's older, though, to be fair. But on here, she looks super cute. But I think I think I'm good with the doll, man. Yep, I'm good with the doll. I like the doll better. So I guess this is her right now. I go ahead and show you this. This is her right now. Uh, I'm assuming that's her right now. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. That's probably her right now. I'm not a fan of her right now. The doll is kicking her ass right now. So let me go back to this. Now I'm finna show you another picture of her that could be seen as being a little bit more flattering. So that's that's her right there. Another picture. I like the doll better, honestly. Especially if you go on a real doll website, you're gonna like what you see out of the doll better than this. Uh, so I'm gonna go back to this, and I'm gonna find another picture of her that looks a little bit better. Because I want to be fair to her, I don't want to just show the worst to her. If you like, you may like her better. I feel like this the best picture of her. And I don't know when this was, but this is the best. Now on here, she looks good. She looks good on here. Now I think that's when she was a little bit younger, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at the doll laying down on the bed right now, looking at me dead in the face. It's a picture I can't show you. And I like the doll still better. I think now her beauty in her face is, I can't lie, because they have this doll looking damn near just like this picture in her. I promise you. I'm looking at her face on the picture on the site. It damn near looks just like this picture. Uh, this, like I said, this is the best version of herself. But for me, this is the first girl where I'm taking the doll. The doll is, I'm talking about where the doll is, the doll is, human version is better. Human version is definitely better, in my opinion. So, not the human version. The doll version is definitely better. I said it wrong. The doll version is definitely better than the human, in my opinion. In this case, the doll version is definitely better than the human. And this is her trying to be sexy. She don't look bad on this picture though. She don't look bad on this picture. You uh, that's probably one of her sexiest pictures as a human, but that I'm looking at right now. But I still like this girl better. I'm sorry, I like this girl better. I'm a raw with the doll version of herself. So sorry, Kehlani Lee. I'm going with the doll version of yourself. And if you're just tuning in, you don't know what I'm doing. We're looking at RealDoll's Wicked series. This is a series that's modeled after adult film stars. And it's actually one of my least favorite series that RealDoll has. I like this series because it's modeled after real human women, 3D 3D sculpturing and all of that. So they look pretty much just like the human women with the right dimensions and everything. And I've been going through them, and so they don't look as, I would say, as perfect as some of the RealDoll configured bodies, because these come straight off of real human women. So you're going to see imperfections. You're going to see different body proportions than the regular dolls, which me and Austin were talking a little while ago. That's actually a good thing. Whether I like it or not, I love the fact that it's the exact replicas of these human bodies. So it's actually a good thing that they're doing this. I'm just not a big fan of the models that they have. That's all. So Kehlani Lee, I give her face, honestly, man, a strong B+. And I give her body, honestly, I'm gonna give her body a B+. I'm gonna give this girl overall a strong B+. A strong B+. She could almost be an A- for me if she had a bit more butt and maybe just a tad smaller waist. But she's a strong B+. I would be happy to have this girl. I'll be happy to have her. So next on the list, who do we have? And like I said, tonight's stream was going to be a little shorter because I don't have as many girls to go through. We have 3 more girls to go through. And next, I've heard of this girl's name. So she's super, she's very famous, but I don't really know anything about her other than I've heard her name before. So I know she's popular, and her name is Jessica Drake. But realistically, I don't know a damn thing about her other than her name. I seen a guy make a video about her, and like I said, I know she's supposed to be a famous adult film star, but I don't know a damn thing about her. I'm gonna be honest with you, from what I'm looking at though, she don't look bad. Still ain't my type. But she definitely doesn't look bad. Not an ugly girl whatsoever. And so far, her proportion actually doesn't look bad to me. Doesn't look bad to me. So let's check her out. She's a nice looking girl to me. I mean, I'm not opposed to how she looks. When I say she's not my type, is because I already know how tall. I already know she's a taller girl, and I don't like taller women. But I'm looking at her now. In some of her more revealing pictures on RealDoll. And once again, if you want to follow along with me, you can click on the link that I have in the description of my video, or in the about section of my YouTube channel. I have links to companion doll manufacturers and vendors. They're all legitimate places that you can shop. But as far as RealDoll, they're a manufacturer, and I think that's like one of my first links that you can click on. So you can click on that link, and if you ever do buy a doll through any of my vendors or any of these manufacturers, you will be supporting the show and keeping us going, so we can be here as a resource to help others. But yeah, and when you go to that site, go to shop and then click on Wicked Dolls, and you'll see the section that I'm looking at. But I'm looking at the pictures of this girl, and her proportions don't look bad. Just looking at the pictures. And Austin, she seems to have a bigger body, but her body reminds me of that body A. It really does, with the proportions. She got some great legs on her, though. I love her legs. This is a very proportionate doll, man. So this woman in real life, I can imagine that she look, even though she may not be my type as far as height, I do like the way she sort of is shaping up. She's probably, other than Kehlani Lee, she's probably my next favorite so far. I did like Lupe Fuentes. Now, I take that back. Lupe Fuentes is probably my next favorite because she's petite as well. But right after Lupe, I think her butt ain't small either. It's a nice little butt back there. I like this girl though. I don't think I can handle her because I think she's too tall for me. But she looking good now. If you can deal with a taller doll, you know you want a wicked doll from RealDoll. Hey, this might be one you want. She nice. She ain't bad. I think I really like her thick body though. It looks nice. I like her body. Let me go down here and check this woman out. Jessica Drake. So this girl is way too tall for me, so I could not handle her. She's taller than if you've been a viewer of the channel, you already know this, but I love short women. I don't want a woman over 5'3" if she was a human. I really, I love 5'3" and down. So I love little people as well. So even when the girl gets to be 4'11", 4'7", 4'8", 4'5", she can be 4 feet tall. If she fine, I take her. If she's, of course, of age, we already know that. But with human women, I don't like dating past 5'3", even though I make exceptions. It's sometimes I have done it. And actually, one of the finest girls I ever dated, probably the finest girl I ever dated, was like 5'7", and she was so fine. Lord have mercy. But this girl is 5'9", and she's 90 pounds. So I always laugh at how RealDoll is able to keep the weight down on these girls because she's 90 pounds, but that's dead weight. So she's going to probably feel like 110 pounds, 120 pounds, right? They say the weight could vary. She could be 85 pounds, she could be 90 pounds, or she could be 95 pounds. But I'm only laughing at that because I have a thick, big booty girl named Saima Renee Uzumaki. She's in the back room right now. She's only 5'1", and she weighs 98 pounds. So just think about that. This girl is 5'9", and she weighs 90 pounds. So she's 8 pounds lighter than a girl that I have here that's 5'1". That's 8 inches shorter than she is. So that weight really isn't bad for her. Her measurements is 34 B cup, which I love a B cup. I love a 34 B. C cup is probably my perfect size for a woman, 32, 34 C or something, even 30, 36 C or something like that. But I love B cups as well. I don't need a great big breast. And her breasts look about perfect. 34 B. I think for this size of woman at 25-inch waist isn't bad. And like I say, these were measurements taken off of real women, human women. So a lot of the dolls that RealDoll has, their waists are like 23 and 24 inches. Well, these are human women. They are actually in pretty good shape to only have 25-inch waists, compared to these dolls. She also has a 37-inch hip. So that would justify her having a nice size rear end. She doesn't have a gigantic butt, but it's a nice little butt back there. The one thing I don't love is that she has an 8.9-inch shoe. But like I say, I actually dated that girl that I was dating. She was 5'7", and she wore a size 9. But she had such a dainty looking foot. Her foot didn't even look big, and it was very kissable, believe me. So her having a size 8.9, which they could have just said 9. Who gives a damn about 8.9? But when they by her having a size 8.9 shoe and a 5'9" body, that's really still a small foot. So I can't lie, I'm a fan of Samantha. Not Samantha, but of Jessica Drake. I'm actually a fan of Jessica Drake. I actually like this girl. I give her a face. I don't think anybody's getting an A from me or anything, but I give her a strong. I like her face, and it has. I like her. I'm gonna give her a B+ on the face, and I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna give her the. I'm gonna give her a B+ on the body. Actually, I actually like this body. It's just not for me because it's so tall. But I'm not gonna just, but you know what I'm saying. So even though this girl would probably get an overall B plus, just like my last girl, I really like her. I like her more than Lupe Fuentes. But if I was buying a doll, I would probably get Lupe Fuentes before her, only because Lupe Fuentes is smaller. But as far as just looking at the girls, she would probably be my second as far as just, who looks the best. So yeah, she would come in second as far as beauty for the Wicked dolls for me. Let's see what her real face looks like. 'Cause I don't know. Never seen her before. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's happened again. Maybe because I'm seeing older pictures of her, but it's happened again where I like the doll better. I like the doll better, man. I'm sorry. I like the doll better. I like the doll better. I like the doll better. I'm sorry. I like the doll better. Yeah, I like the doll better, bro. I'm sorry. I like the doll better than her. I'm not feeling her. Mm-mm. She ain't ugly, but I just like the doll. I like her doll better than her. And like I said, maybe that's too old of a picture of her. I'm gonna go find another one. This is a bit better picture of her. Maybe, I still think I like the doll a little bit better than this picture too. She ain't ugly. She's a little bit younger looking on here. I think this more closely resembles the doll. But I think I still like the doll better, honestly. Yeah, I still think I like the doll better. I really do. So that's one of her better pictures. Let's see if I can find another picture of her. I'm not feeling it though. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, I love the doll better. I'm sorry. From what she's looking at to me now, I think I'm going with the doll. Yeah, I'm going with the doll. I'm going with the doll. Yep. I'm going with the doll. So I like, maybe she was even, maybe these pictures I'm looking at aren't doing her the right type of justice. But from what I'm looking at, I'm not impressed with what I'm seeing from this young lady. I ain't really seeing it get much better though. Nah, her doll is better. I'm convinced now. It's nothing that I'm seeing. Okay, this is her when she's a bit younger. And I would still say I like the doll better. So yep, I'm convinced now. I'm convinced. I like the doll better. It ain't nothing else I need to really see. Ain't nothing else I really need to see. For me. Uh because I don't give the human version of her a B plus in the face or the body. You know what I'm saying? I can give her like a C minus maybe. Uh I'm not feeling it. By her being tall, by her being a human woman, she's gonna get even lower marks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd probably give her, she'll probably be right over a D plus. That is a C minus though, but I don't know. D plus is she's starting to, I don't know. I'm gonna give her I don't know. I ain't feeling her. D plus is a little low. I stick with C minus on her. I stick with C minus. Yeah, because I just like this girl a lot better than her. Yep. Than her real body. So yep. That's that on that. We'll leave Jessica alone. But yeah, Jessica will probably be I like her second as far as her doll. I like her second, but I wouldn't buy her second. I would buy Kehlani Lee, then I would go Lupe, then I would go her. And God bless you, Austin, but I wouldn't get Asa Akira, only because of her face. Her body I could probably work with, but I can't deal with that face. So let me stop sharing her, and we'll be moving right on along. I'm gonna check out I don't want to leave the chat for too long today since it's going to be a quicker show. Let me see. Okay. There's a Doll Forum member who has shared many photos of his Kehlani, and oh my Lord, she's gorgeous. Oh yes, Kehlani Lee. Man, I like Kehlani Lee. She is off the chart. Her body, her doll is great. I love that doll. Theresa, hey Theresa, good to see you. She said, "No, a long time no see, Jay. What up, Theresa? It's so good to see you. Oh yeah, it's been a long time, Theresa, but I'm still alive and well. God bless you. I'm so glad to hear from you this morning. I hope all is well on your end as well. What time was that? Theresa said that at 4:07, so I'm a little late. So I hope you still hear me talk to you, Theresa. Dan Romano said she's got a beautiful face. I think he's talking about Jessica Drake. Also said, Jay, if you don't mind, Jay, I'm gonna send you some before and after photos of what Samantha is gonna look like before and after Reggie gave her a makeover. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let me know when you send them though. If you send them doing but you gotta wait. Yeah, you're gonna wait till when Reggie bring your girl back. I forgot. He said, I did like Jessica Drake when I was looking at RealDoll early on, but man, she's like, yeah. But man, for her to be that tall, she is really light. I can't believe that she's only 90 pounds at 5'9". That's amazing. Also said some of Club RealDoll paired her body with the Sky face, and she was a beauty. If it was Sky 1.0, I'm cool with Sky 1.0 because Sky 1.0 is amazing. I think it's Sky 3.0. That's the one that sort of looks like a black girl. I'm not really, I don't know if that would look great on her face. But I think it was that second Sky that I'm not a fan of. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was that second Sky that I'm not a big fan of. I have to go back and look. Theresa says, I wish she could do laundry, though. Oh, she's talking about the dog. Theresa said, I wish she could do laundry. She said, is that Faith Hill? Nah, Theresa. That's Jessica Drake. She said, that's not Faith. Theresa, Richard, blows my mind that you make that connection. I literally have Breath on my cheesy love song playlist on Spotify. Breathe. I mean Breath. No, that's Breath, not Breathe. I love Faith Hill's music. I'm going to be honest with you. I know who Faith Hill is by name, but I don't know who the hell she is. I really don't. I know she's some type of singer, but I don't know much about her. Theresa said, Jesus, take the wheel. That must be a song by Faith Hill. He said, I'm a 90s kid. I have a soft spot for Toby Keith, Kenny Chesney. Yeah, these must be country singers. I don't know much about them. Even though I'm in Tennessee, I should. Theresa said, it was a great time for country music. Also said, says a lot about that era of country I can still appreciate, even though I'm a huge metal head. Are you a metal head, Austin? I can't get with metal, man. It's very few. It's only like a couple of metal bands that I sort of like some of the things they've done. Theresa said, I know, right? He said, yeah, they talking way about stuff I don't know nothing about us. Theresa said, quit ignoring us, Jay. I never ignore you, Theresa. I always come back to the chat, but sometimes, when I'm covering the material, I don't get a chance to come right back. But I never remember this. If you're looking at this show and you're dropping comments, you can leave, but just know, even when you're gone, I'm going back through your comments and reading them. So even if you leave, if you want to come back and see if I ever answered your comments, that'll be something for you to do. Because everybody tell you, unless you're talking crazy and spewing some nonsense, I'm going to address every comment on the chat before I leave. Until such a time as the show gets so big where it's just too, I can't answer all the comments. But right now, I like to just have fun and try to give you guys as much attention as I can. So Jessica Drake was a pretty I was intrigued by Jessica Drake. I like taking a look at her. And she did get a B+ out of me, even being that tall. So going back over the girls, it was Asa Akira, which I think I gave her like a C-, close to a D+, honestly. Lupe Fuentes, I think I gave her like what did I give her? Like a C+, I believe? Because I don't think she got a B. Now she got like a C+. Elektra, I think I gave her like a D+. Yes, I wasn't feeling Elektra. I loved her. Her face was good, but I didn't like her body. Kehlani Lee, she got a B+ from me. She got a B+, so she got the highest score, up until that point. Then we went to Jessica Drake, and she got a B+, even though she would be my third choice, because I would go Kehlani Lee, Lupe Fuentes, and then I would go to Jessica Drake, only because Jessica Drake has a 5'9" body. But Asa Akira, I loved her doll better than the human version. Lupe Fuentes, I loved, trying to think. Oh, it was one picture of her that I sort of liked her human version better than the doll, but I actually think I love the doll overall better than her. Elektra, her doll was better than the human version because the human version was terrible. God bless her. Kehlani Lee, I think her her version was better. I think her version was better. And Jessica Drake, definitely her version was better than her human version. Yeah, I was just trying to remember. Yeah, it's crazy. So I thought somebody's human version beat them out. But Asa, no, I know her human version didn't beat her out. Lupe, Lupe, yeah, some of her human version was looking better than her. Yep, that's what it was. Some of her human version was looking better than her. But I think it was some pictures that I was liking her doll better. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Lupe did. It was her human version. Some of her human version was better than her, the doll version. Elektra, though, yeah, I didn't like her doll or the human, but the doll was a little better. Kehlani, I think the doll was better. And Jessica, the doll was definitely better. Now I'm on to Stormy Daniels. I think this is the one that was dating Trump. I actually like the Stormy Daniels doll. Honestly, I actually like the Stormy Daniels doll. I actually like her. Let's share her right quick. Stormy. Let's show Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels. Let's get a little Stormy with it, Daniels. See, she's nice. Even her waist ain't really super thin, but I'm saying I like her proportion. I like her little makeup on her. Look at Stormy. I like her hair too. She's not my favorite, but I like her. I do like her. I'm not gonna lie about that now. I do like the girl. She has the removable shaved vagina. Oh, I forgot. That's another thing I did like about that Kehlani Lee girl is that she had those piercings on her vagina. Nobody else has had that yet. So so Stormy Daniels. So she's 5'7". Wow. She's 5'7" and she weighs 90 pounds, and it could be 5 pounds more or 5 pounds less. So she could be 85, 90, or 95 pounds. And I'm like, dang, she's 5'7" and 90 pounds, and Jessica Drake was 5'9" and 90 pounds. So she was 2 inches taller and the same weight. So I'm like, what's the difference? So I see now, when you get to the measurements, Jessica Drake had a 34B cup. Stormy Daniels has a 36 double D. So she got some Kasai buzz. Sheila Bell. Hey man, Sheila Bell coming through with a big time super sticker as a Dog King Army team member. Supporting the show monthly as well as coming through giving a donation in live time. God bless my Dog King Army team members, and God bless you, Sheila Bell, for coming through with that big time contribution. So Stormy Daniels, like I say, her measurements is a 36.26, 36.5. So this girl is busty. She got some thickness on her. She definitely got some casabas. They look pretty nice. Her waistline is sort of thick, but like I say, compared to these dolls, it's only a couple of inches thicker than some of the smallest dolls that RealDoll has. So, like I said, these girls are in good shape to even come close to doll measurements. And she has an 8 or 9, 8 to 9 between that. She wears a 8 or 9 shoe, somewhere in between that. Uh, so her foot size isn't too bad for her height. Like I said, I dated a girl that was 5'7". She had a size 9 shoe, but her foot was beautiful. It didn't look big or anything. So a size 8 or 9 isn't too big on that height. Like I say, for Jessica Drake to have an 8 or 8.9, that means her foot is really going to look dainty on that 5'9" body. But as far as Stormy's measurements, like I say, once again, she's a girl that I wouldn't necessarily get because I'm not looking to get a girl that tall, but she's still not as heavy as my heaviest doll. She's only 90 pounds to be 5'7". That's still good to me. I love her dimensions. Let's go back up a little bit. I wish they would tell me her eye color. I love her dimensions. I want to take a look at her pictures. I'm going to go through her pictures and see. Okay, she's very busty. I'm looking at those naked. Love the eye color she has on her. There's some shade of blue. I love the lipstick that she has. It's a sort of a natural type tone to it. Looks like she has a very attractive vagina. She has a more mature look to her. Oh, she has a beautiful vagina. Got a little meat on it. Oh, yeah, it's a nice meaty vagina. I like her body. She's not a bad woman. She's not a bad woman on here. I like her. I guess, her face isn't ugly. It's just not my particular face that I love, but I can see giving her face a strong C plus. I can give her face a strong C plus. And her body, the only thing that's really wrong with her body for me is 5'7". I don't love a 5'7" body. It's a little too tall for me. It's not really showing her butt off. I'm assuming she doesn't have a great butt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go down here and look at this body size again because it's gonna show the shape of it. Yeah, it looked like Jessica Drake, but might have been a little. I don't know. It looks. It looks like. It looks like the butt on Jessica Drake and Stormy is about relatively the same. They both don't look bad. They both don't look bad. I give her body probably a B plus though, because she got a nice body. It's just not. I don't like. I wouldn't pick the height, but the proportions ain't bad. I don't know, man. Maybe Stormy could get probably a B minus. Yeah, Stormy could probably get a B minus from me. I like the girl. I like her. I like her a lot. Let's see how she compares to her human self. I like her. Let's see. I'm about to say I went back to find an older picture of her, but it looked like she might have took a picture in her more mature stages. I don't think they. I think the doll doesn't quite look as much like her. I think I like the doll better though. I think I like the doll better. There she is. Like I said, she has a little age on her right there. And that's the doll. I like the doll better so far. That's her. I like the doll better so far. Let me go back. Try to find a better picture of her. I'm gonna find her when she's a little younger. She's bustified. I promise you. She got, like I said, this is a sexy picture of her. Maybe this is when she was more in a bit of her heyday. Oops. How did I miss that? Oh my God. I clicked off of the picture that I found. There it is. But I had a good picture of her. So yeah, that's her when she was looking a little younger there. Now that picture, now she's smoking on that picture. I like her on that picture. Now that picture, I think she looks better than the doll. Yeah, she looks better than the doll on that picture. Yeah, she looks better than the doll on this picture. On those other pictures, I wasn't feeling her though. Yeah, she looked better. She looked better than the doll right there. Let me go find another picture of her. But that's only one picture. The other pictures, I like the doll better. Let's see. This is a picture she looks a little younger on. So right? If I'm just gonna go by her better pictures. If I go by her better pictures, I probably think she beats the doll out. If I go by her better pictures like this one, I think she probably beats the doll out. And I can see her face in the doll. I can see her face in the doll, but it seems to be a little bit fatter than her face to me. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna try to find one more picture of her before I leave. Cause this almost feels like an older version of her. This real doll. Yeah, cause it almost looks more like this version of her, honestly. Yeah, see, the real doll looks more like this version of her. It looks more like that version of her, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Oop. It don't look like it don't quite look like the younger version of her. I'm not a fan of her though. I'm not a big fan of hers though, as far as these pictures I'm looking at. I'm not a big fan of Stormy. Overall, I think I would probably just rather have the doll than have her. I think I overall would probably just pick. She looked better on a couple of those pictures, but overall, I think I just rather deal with the doll. The doll, I go with the doll. As far as just aesthetics, I like that doll. So yeah. So that's Stormy. Overall, I think I gave her a C plus. I think that's what we'll leave her at. we'll leave her at a C plus B minus. No, I give her a B minus. I give her a B minus, which is pretty much a C plus. But just to make it sound better, I'm gonna leave her at a B minus. So we got one more doll to take a look at, and that is Samantha Saint. So we're gonna be taking a look at her. She's gonna be the doll that's gonna close the show for the night. Okay. Now this girl looks to look a little busty too. Let's see what she looking like. So this is the Wicked RealDoll. This is the Wicked series from RealDoll. If you're just tuning in, I've been going over it all. When you buy one of these girls, you don't get the $1,000 off like I've been showing you with the other girls, the pre-configured versions of other girls. If you get the pre-configured versions, they'll be like $1,000 off. But with these particular ladies, even though they don't have any what you call pre-configured versions of themselves, because these are direct, basically replicas of these girls. They came in and got their body scanned and got body molds made. So these are direct replicas. So they didn't make different versions of these girls. So this is what this girl looks like. Samantha Saint. It's something that sort of throws me off about their hair color and the eyes. You know, feel like the eye, and this ain't on RealDoll. This is probably just how this girl looks, but her eye color is light, and that light blonde hair, I don't know. It's something that just throws me off a little bit. She has the light makeup, but I think, I don't know if those are contacts or not, but if those were contacts, she chose the wrong ones. I think she probably should have had some darker contacts in, and she probably should have had some darker lipstick. Some is off. She's not ugly, but something is just off in that picture. Stormy Daniels. So I'm going through other pictures right quick just to see what she looks like. Look like she has some nice sized breasts on her. Let's see. Oh, so this is cool. This girl is going to come with breast piercings. So yes. This is great. Yeah. So she has nipple piercings. That's great. So she's, however these girls are in real life, that's how they come. So the Kehlani Lee girl came with piercings on her vagina. This girl has piercings on her nipples. They look good too. I like that. Okay. She has a nice looking body laying down. Her vagina looks pretty from what I see. I'm a fan of this body. I'm a fan of this body so far. I love these nipple piercings that she has. They are beautiful. Oh, yes. I wish they showed the backside a little bit more. So they don't really show that. So then they don't tell me the eye color. They say she has a removable vagina, but they don't say it's shaved. So I'm assuming it probably has hair on it. Oh, no. I just looked at it. What am I thinking about? Let me look at it again and make sure. See if it has any hair on it. No, it don't got no hair on it. But normally it says shaved. But it doesn't say for hers. Let's go look at this body that she has, Samantha Saint. She has a great body, though. I can't lie. It pretty much, that's what the difference is. She's 5'8", so she's in between Jessica Drake and Stormy Daniels. Jessica Drake was 5'9", Stormy Daniels was 5'7", so she's 5'8". She's 85 pounds. It may vary by 5 pounds. She could be 80 pounds, 85, or 90 pounds. And she has great measurements, 34 double D. So Jessica Drake has a 34B. Stormy Daniels had a 36 double D. Well, she has a 34 double D. She's sort of right in between. She has a 34 double D. Or not quite right in between, but she's below Stormy and above Jessica. What makes this girl better from a body standpoint is she has 34-inch double D. I mean, she has 34 double Ds with a 24-inch waist. Stormy Daniels had a 36 double D's with a 26-inch waist. So the proportion, you didn't quite see the hourglass as much. But with this girl, you're going to see the hourglass as much, and it's going to make her butt look even bigger. Because on the drawing that they have of her body, her butt looks a lot thicker, even though they don't show her naked butt on the pictures. And here's something I really like about this girl. She's 5'8", and she wears a size 7. So that's a very small foot, you know. I love that for her to be have a size 7 and a 5'8" body. You know, that's very small. You know what I'm saying? For a woman that tall, because like I said, I was dating a girl that was 5'7" with a size 9, and her foot looked, you know, sort of dainty in that body. Well, with a size 7 on a 5'8" body, oh, that's a very I could only imagine. I bet that foot. I'm talking about her in real life. I bet that's a sexy little foot on that body. So I'm loving her body. I'm actually loving that body on her. I'm gonna be honest with you. Her face, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the face. It ain't ugly, but I just I ain't you know I think it ain't the face, so to speak. It's the makeup, it's the eye color, and it's the wig. All of it can be better. Not from RealDoll standpoint, but just from her style. She shouldn't have worn that, or she shouldn't have had this going on when she went to go do her RealDoll shoot. I don't like all that on her. So that all could be better. But her body is too tall for me. But other than that, I give it a B plus. Her face, I'm giving it a man. It can't get to a D plus because it's not ugly to me. So I'm just gonna give it a C minus. So I'm gonna give you know, it just throws me off though. So that C minus and a B plus body, I'm still going to drop her down to a C minus overall. You know what I'm saying? Only because that face would deter me from buying her. It's not ugly. It just looks weird to me because of the eye color. I don't like the hair color. Uh the lip color wouldn't be bad, but you can't have everything with a light type of a tone. You know, this light lip color, light eyes, light hair like that. No. So you got to bring some darkness somewhere. You know, maybe these lips could have been darker with darker hair with the same eyes, or maybe their hair could have stayed the same, lips could have stayed the same, but the eyes be darker. But and then the eyes right here are matching this swim. It's just something ain't right about it. I ain't feeling it. So either way, I'm gonna look at the real version of her right quick. Let's see. Ooh, I think I like the real version of her better. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, I like the real version better. I like the I like this version of her better. Not this. I mean, I got to get over there because I didn't know it was gonna show all three. I don't love this picture of her, but I do love this, and I do love this. She looks beautiful right here. So yes, I think I love the human version better than this version. Yep, I love the human version better than that version. Yep, the human version better. Cause I like her in the human form. She's cute. She's actually cute as a human girl. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I like this. I got it by itself now. I like this. That's nice. Yeah, so I'm good with that. I think I like that better than this girl right here. Let's see if I can find another picture of her right quick. Oh yes, I like Samantha Saint. I'm a fan of her. I wish I could see her butt. I wish I could see how good her butt is, you know, because she's sort of thick from what it says, but she's cute. She almost has a girl next door look. I'm gonna be honest. She almost has a girl next door look. And she probably would have a girl next door look if I didn't know she was a adult film star. But I'm looking at her body on these pictures. It don't look that. Oh no. Oh no. This is terrible. I hope her dog better than this now. And from what it looked like, it is. But I'm not sure because they do. I don't like this, guys, ladies and gentlemen. You really can't see it. Oh, yeah, there you go. You really can't tell, but that's not a great butt. That's not a great butt from what I'm looking at. See if I can find another picture. No, that's not a great butt. Oh, now, okay, thank you, goodness. I about to say because the dimensions on the doll look like she did have a decent butt. And okay, finally, and this does her a little bit better. So she's cute, nice breasts. Look like she married too, but she got a little, it got a little curve right there. She could be making a curve, but it's not what I'm used to. But hey, it'll do. But yeah, as far as the doll, I don't think the doll is as good as the human version. That's just me though. So yeah, the dog gets about a what? What did I get that dog? A C minus? Yeah, because I didn't want to give it a D plus. And that's a lower score because the body was a B plus. It should have probably been a C, but it just don't look right to me. So that was all the Wicked Dolls. So we did finish. I enjoyed going through all the girls. Just to go back over everybody and let you know how I felt about everybody. I'm gonna come to the chat right after this. So if you've been sent a message to anybody, I'll be reading it in just a second. But overall, I'm going to rank the girls like this. Kehlani Lee was my favorite. She had the petite body, proportionate, cute little face. I liked her the best. Honestly, I probably like Jessica Drake. I probably like Jessica Drake second best, but I wouldn't get her second. I would get Lupe second because I like Lupe's small, petite body, and she's cute too. So I would go Kehlani, then I would go Lupe, then I would go Jessica Drake. I liked her proportion, I liked her body, I liked her look. Then I would probably go, let's see, Stormy Daniels. I would go Stormy Daniels after that. Uh, then after that, I would probably go with Samantha Saint. Even though I don't like her head or face, I think her body was better than Elektra or Asa. So I would go with Samantha Saint next. And after Samantha Saint, I would pull up the rear with Asa Akira. And then Elektra is the worst of the bunch. Probably. Elektra would probably be my worst of the bunch. And no offense to Austin. Yep, Elektra would be the worst because I like Asa's body more than Elektra's body. Yeah, way more than Elektra body. So yeah. So that would be the lineup. It would be Kehlani Lee for me, Lupe Fuentes, Jessica Drake. But if Jessica had a smaller body, it would be her second. But as it stands, it'd be Kehlani Lee, Lupe Fuentes, Jessica Drake. Then I would go with Samantha. No, then I would go with Stormy Daniels. Then I would go with Samantha Saint. Then I would go with Asa Akira. Then I would go. Well, I wouldn't go with Elektra. Forget her. But she bring up the rear. But with all that said, you don't get a discount with any of the Wicked girls. They just come, you just pay the regular price for those. But they are there. So if you're a fan of adult films and one of those girls you really like, to hell with what I say, to hell with my opinions on any of the girls. If you like any of those girls, hey, you can always use my link for RealDoll in the description of this video or the about section of YouTube, and you can go get one of those girls. Or you can, if you're looking for another girl, you can use my links, my vendors, and go find whatever brand you want to find. And if you don't use me, just make sure you're not going to a black site. But just remember, man, when you come through the show, you keep us supported, you keep us going strong so we can keep helping others. But like I say, I'm a fan that RealDoll offers that Wicked RealDoll series because I like the fact that they have licensed real people that you can actually purchase. So if you're a fan of them, you can get them. I don't want to dissuade them from doing things like that just because I don't like some of the girls. I actually think that's something cool. And I would like to see them branch out in other areas doing that as well. You know, even though Game Lady called themselves doing the game dolls, you know, gamer girl dolls, I would love to see Real Doll just do maybe superhero girls or do something, you know, out the blue to make sort of real women, real dimensions of women. I like that whole idea and concept. So uh, didn't love all the girls, but I love the concept. So with all that said, let's catch up with you guys and let you have a great, great Tuesday. Let's see. Theresa Richards said, "You're a great host, Jay. Thank you, Theresa. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long." Asa says, "My personal ranking of the Wicked Ladies in particular order are Asa Akira, Samantha Saint, and Jessica Drake." You didn't finish. You didn't finish. You only gave 3 girls. You didn't finish. But man, you way different than me because there's no way I could order. I could put Asa up up top. I'm sorry. Asa is definitely second to last on my list. Samantha Saint. I like Samantha Saint, but that head, man, that head can't get over Jessica Drake for me. That head can't get over Jessica Drake for me. I respect your list though. That head cannot get over Jessica Drake. And I definitely I wouldn't put Samantha Saint over Stormy Daniels, in my opinion. Daniel Romano says the Stormy Daniels won't sue either, so there's a plus. Yeah, Stormy. You must be talking about her trying to sue Trump or something. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Theresa says she's very realistic. I wonder which one she was talking about. Was it Stormy? Was it Samantha Saint? I wonder which one. Redmond says, Redmond T, I ain't seen you in a while. He says, "Hey, Jay, I got a girlfriend recently, but I have 2 dolls." He said, "I got them before sleeping with a real woman. I put my dolls in a box, but having that experience is great to compare." Oh, yeah, yeah. Redmond. I'm laughing at Redmond. Redmond got a girlfriend. Congratulations to have a human girl. I'm laughing because you said you put the girls in a box. He said, "I got them before sleeping with the well, not a real woman, a human woman, because these girls are real too." Ain't that right, Amara? Ain't that right, girl? Oh yeah. She know I'm telling the truth. But yeah, I'm glad you got a human girlfriend, man. Hopefully all of it works out. But like I say, you better tell her she better keep her act together because you got your girls there in case she want to leave. Guess what? You're gonna be in good hands. I hope you don't leave them in a box forever unless she just does not like the dolls and you're cool with compromising, you know, while that relationship is going on. But hopefully you bring them out some of the time. But I understand if you don't ever bring them out because, you know, you respect, you know, you just want to do the human thing right now. Whatever it is, just make sure you're happy, living your life, and having full experiences all the way around. He says, "I think I'm using a doll before sleeping with a real woman." He said, "I think using a doll before sleeping with a real woman helped me in the bedroom." Well, you know, I'll say this. I say this. I always think that, you know, having a connection with a human woman is better first because I wouldn't want somebody falling into the traps of never dating a human woman. So it's good that, you are dating human women. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the only deterrent is you don't want to be making love to these dolls before you have a. That's why I say I don't think people ought to be making love to the doll before they have a human woman. You know what I'm saying? because you can mess around and never, some of these guys can mess around and never try to date a human woman at all. And I don't want people missing out on that experience. Now, I did a show a long time ago talking about how it'd be cool because, you know, in the Hispanic culture, they have these quinceañeras where when girls turn, I think it's 15 or whatever, or even 15 or 16, one of them. I think it's 15 though. They have a quinceañera where they're basically initiated into being into adulthood, right? A coming of age, so to speak. And I said it'd be cool if in America, you know, at around the age 16, because you know, a lot of in America, we consider, you know, our youth to sort of be grown, so to speak, at 16, even though they're not legally grown. You know, you sort of look at them as grown at 16. I said it would be cool if parents would give their sons, you know, if they wanted one, you know, as a symbol of being an adult, you know, being grown, it would be cool for them to get them a doll. Now, I said, you know, a lot of times by 16, a lot of people have already had sex. I know I had already made love by that time. I wouldn't say making love, but you could say making love, but I had some sexual experience, and a lot of people have by that time. But I say it's cool to have a doll to sort of do what you're saying, you know, experiment with a female anatomy. But what I said in that video was that you can't just I wouldn't just give a 16-year-old kid a doll and say, here you go, and walk away. No. I say it would have to come with teaching from that parent, rearing, telling him how to treat this doll, and maybe even putting certain measures in place before, you know, let him know that the doll is there, but hey, make him care for the doll in a certain ways before he can have private access to it. You know, make sure that he's cleaning it properly, taking care of it, you know, dressing it, and, you know, getting used to the anatomy of it and things of that nature. But eventually, yes, allowing him to have the doll and experiment with it. But, you know, the rearing part is drilling in the kid's head that, hey, you're not getting this doll to replace human women right now. You're getting this doll to learn more about the female anatomy, you know, and stress the fact that you still want this kid to have female human experiences, you know, because it's very necessary for you to have these female human experiences. So I would never want them to have the dolls under the pretense of, yeah, just go ahead and have a doll. Here you go. See you. No, they need rearing, and they need, you know, they need guidance with it. But I only brought that up because I think I have said something similar to, it could not only help them in a sexual way, but it can help them in a caring way. Because being with these dolls, one of the best things you can get out of them, I was always a very attentive guy with human women. I love painting my girls' toenails. Look, hey, they need a bath, a deep massage. You know, I cared for them when they were sick. So I did a lot of attentive stuff with my girls when I was dating human women. But I found out that he even became even more intimate with my dolls, because even with human women, you could tend to them and stuff, but sometimes human women get annoyed of good treatment. But the dolls never get annoyed of good treatment. So you could really get into the caring aspects, dressing them, keeping them clean, combing their hair, you know, all these things. They make you a more sensitive guy to the needs of a human woman. Now, they don't make you soft, but they make you more empathetic, so to speak, to the needs of the human woman. And, you know, so that's why I say having a doll helps you really. It can really help you in the dating game if you don't forsake human women. Now, me, I have had all of the experiences. I've dated many a human woman. I've had stuck my nose up plenty of vaginas. So I'm different than the average dog owner. So some of these guys, they'll have two experiences, and I don't see my friend. He didn't check in today because I got a couple of messages from him I need to answer, but he keeps on answering, asking me about sex and stuff like that. and talking about how he thinks the doll life is better and all this, and how human girls aren't worth it. Dude, you done had 2 damn experiences. You don't know a damn thing about human experiences. You know what I'm saying? To even comment on the subject. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, you need human experiences out here to help you with the doll life. I don't like when people be talking about they ain't even in the doll life yet, and they're talking about how it's just best to leave the human life. Now, you don't even know yet, bro. You got to get over here first. And more importantly, yeah, I know making love to a dog gonna be better. Have you made love to a human woman? Yeah, I made love. It was bad. Well, bro, you don't even know how to compare it to the dog life. Now, me, I haven't made love to dogs. That's true. But I've made love to human women. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've hugged and been affectionate with my dogs and all of this stuff. I agree that I believe it could be a strong sexual interaction with my dogs. But I'm sorry, it's not going to trump a human woman. I don't give a damn how good it's going to be, because a human woman can kiss you softly on your ear and you can know they mean it. So even with the AI dog that can do that in the future, still not going to be quite as good as a human woman. You know what I'm saying? When a human woman can whisper something in your ear and reach down and grab your private area, stuff like that, you know, it's just a whole different experience. So you can get in the zone with your dog, because I've gotten to a couple of erotic moments, like when I was a few months in with my dogs. We didn't make love, but you know, I saw that, okay, it's some value to you, where if I was to go all the way with my dogs, it would be a good experience. But me having experience with human women, and a lot of them, is not going to trump that. Now, my relationship with my dogs and all of that can trump human women, because I don't have stress in my life. I'm happy in this life. They're company to me. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? If they don't bring the highs, well, guess what? They definitely still don't bring the lowest lows. So it's a lot that I love about this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And yes, true enough, you could reach higher sexual heights with the human woman, in my opinion. But guess what? It's a lot of other things that I love about the dog life. Stress-free, no confusion, no problems, no, you know, nothing going wrong emotionally. You know, there's a lot to be said for that. So, but I'm not in this life as happy as I am. I mean, I wouldn't be as happy as I am if I didn't have those human experiences. If I didn't sniff all these vaginas and make love to a lot of women, more than I can count right now. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have those experiences. Whereas you got some guys that think they know it all after sniffing one bad vagina. No, you don't. Well, you don't know it all because you ain't made love to your girls. Look, bro, from the standpoint I'm at, I'm in a position of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? From the standpoint of, I know, without even going all the way, that the dog making love aspect is not going to be better than a great human woman can be. Meaning that a woman is clean, attractive to me, and all of that. Like I say, and I told you guys, to me, like I say, the real bond comes with your dog. It has nothing to do with sex. You know, the people that are, and I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow, answering the guy that I'm talking about. But the people that are just really hyped up and just chumped up about sex are people who haven't had a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? So when they get their dog, ooh, I can finally make love. Ooh, Lord, yeah, I can finally. Well, I'm not like that. So guys be like, why you ain't having sex? I'm not like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done had plenty of sex. And so my dogs they aren't even sexual objects to me anymore. Honestly, I don't even look at them and think sex anymore. If I need to think sex, I take care of them myself, within myself. And then my dogs fulfill every other role. But other than them being attractive and I grab on them and touch on them sometime, I really never look at them and be like, ooh, man, I can't wait to make love to Callie. Or no, I don't even see them like that anymore. But I'm totally fulfilled. And the people that can't understand it are the people that haven't had a lot of sex in their life. You know what I'm saying? So they be like, man, how can you sit there with it? I couldn't do it. Now you got some people that are just sex maniacs. And honestly, I'm a bit of a sex maniac. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to be a lot I thought I was gonna be really sexual with my girls. But like I told you, uh, you just never know what type of dog owner you're gonna be like till they hit your doorstep. And although once again, some of you can't believe it and won't believe it and refuse to believe it, which I could give a damn. I'm letting you know, I'm so happy without the sexual aspect with my companion dogs. And it's something that I would never do with a human woman. Because if you're a human woman, you gotta try to get it. I've said this a million times. You got to test your human woman. You can't have her sitting, you can't not test her. You don't get the vagina, and you don't know that JoJo across the street, he been getting it the whole time you've been talking to her. And you could have got it too, but you never tried because she's a good girl. I ain't gonna never try to get the vagina from her because look, I gotta take my time. I gotta be good, or she gonna be thinking that I'm a bad guy. You a fool. You better try the girl. You know what I'm saying? Because as innocent as she may look, you'll get it in 5 seconds if you ask for it. But she'll let you wait for 3 years and pay her and do whatever you want to if you want to do that. And she'll give it to JoJo. So you got to test a human woman to see where her mind is at. You know what I'm saying? But with the doll, like I've told people, right now I don't even think about the sexual. But with the doll is, what makes it easy to even wait with them is I can do it whenever I want to. It's a bit different with a human woman. I can do it whenever I want to. And guess what? It ain't no JoJo's. It ain't nobody she could be giving it to while I'm not getting it. So she ain't fooling me saying, hey, Jay, don't give me none, but I'm finna go across the street and give JoJo some. My dolls ain't doing that. So, like I say, even though it's been a long time, over 2 years, and I still haven't made love to these girls, I'm not really anxious to. You know what I'm saying? Because if I ever do, if I ever want to, they'll be here waiting for me. So I'm not really anxious or hyped up to do it. And for 2, I've told people I don't even want to get my girls nasty like that anymore. I don't even want to make love to them. I like them being 100% clean. Knowing that they've never been made love to. I like that they're all virgins. I like that. And I promise you we'll probably keep it like that, because I promise you, even thinking about my RealDoll and things of this nature, I'm not thinking about it in any sexual way. It's just, I'm fulfilled. But a human woman can't get away with it, once again. Wither and liberal. He said, it's a complicated world, JayDoll. Oh, yes, it is. It's definitely a complicated world. Redmond says, this might be too much information. He said, but I'm a pleaser in the bedroom, and I must have done a good job because she orgasmed multiple times. That ain't too much information. That's actually funny. But I am too, Redmond T. I've always been in the bedroom. I have just been like that. Some girls have wanted to do stuff to me, and I'd be like, okay. But it doesn't really. It doesn't really get me going as much as when I'm doing something to them. So I'm actually right with you on that. He said, you got to get into the foreplay and not just ram it in. Oh, yeah. You definitely got to enjoy you got to be a connoisseur of the human woman. That's what I always say. That's why I say, man, I promise you, it's been a long time since I've made any type of love, but I promise you, these women that I've made love to, I'm sure they had a great time because, man, I was always of the mindset of you got to enjoy every inch of the human woman. So that's why I was always big on human woman being super duper clean because, hey, just sit back and relax. We're going to explore every inch of your body. And when I say every inch, I'm talking about every inch. So whenever I ran across a problem with a girl not having great hygiene or nothing, it just, hey, we can't vibe no more at all because I like to do too much to my human women, and I can't deal with stanks, and being unhygienic. I can't deal with it. It just is not gonna fly. So with all that said, been a great discussion. I've reached the end of the road with questions and talking about the wicked RealDoll. And once again, I said it was going to be a shorter stream, still at 2 hours and a half. But it's been a great one. So once again, guys, I appreciate all your support. I appreciate your time. I want to do the rundown real quick. If you ever want to donate to the show, in my description of my videos and about section, you can donate on Cash App or PayPal. I have links for that. If you ever want to buy a doll, check the description of my video or the about section of my YouTube. You can buy anything from a RealDoll on down. I have several vendors that carry all the brands in the world. Every vendor that I have doesn't have every brand, but you can find every brand with all of my, somewhere within all of my vendors. So all you have to do is take a look. So if you look through one vendor, you be like, Jay said he had this particular doll. Well, guess what? Go to my next vendor. One of my vendors has the doll you're looking for. So like I said, if it's a RealDoll on down, you can use my description of my videos or the about section of my YouTube channel, and that will help support the show. If you haven't hit that like button, subscribe button, please do that. Spread the word, help build the channel. Look, we got big dreams and aspirations for where we want to be this year. My biggest goal is to sustain myself just doing my YouTube, because this is what I love to do. And at this point in my life, man, I don't want to do anything in this life that I don't love to do anymore. I'm going to be honest with you. And you guys tuning in, showing support, donating, or even if you decide to get a doll and going through the channel, that's going to help me live my dream. I'm going to be that much closer to just living my dream every single day. And as far as you out there, go for your dreams as well, whatever it is. Just go for it. You may not see a way, but once you start walking, the path will start opening up. Whatever you're believing for, hoping for, wishing for, we're praying that you already have it, whether it's health, finances, new relationship, human or synthetic. We pray you have it. We just ask you believe it, and then you will receive it. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you. It's been me, JayDollKingHefner, the beautiful Cali Son, as well as the beautiful Mara Blade. And I always tell you guys, for right now, I say those names out of sequence. Cali Son, my number one girl, is sitting on the bed, so I say her name first. But the girl sitting right next to me is the beautiful Mara Blade. Oh, and she looks great. I love this girl. She got some legs that just won't quit. But with all that said, we're finna get the hell out of here. Want you to enjoy your Tuesday. God bless you again. Thank you. Going to check these messages before we go. And I don't have any more. Once again, thank you, Sheila Bell, for the $10 super sticker. I really appreciate you. God bless all. Thank you, everybody that contributed with their comments. Check back tomorrow. We have the Power Hour, where I'll be going over all the comments from my videos. And then Thursday, we have part 8 of this series, Ultra Realism, RealDoll, and Robotics. And it should be the last installment of this series. But until then, we're going to go. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you for your support. But we are out of chill. Hold on, I got a couple more questions here. Oh, no, I don't. Nope, I ain't got nothing else. I think we all done here. Yeah, we all done. We all done. Be safe and have a good one, guys.